what is a project life cycle? It is a collection of project phases. The examples of the phases is requirement analysis, one of the phase. Design is another phase. Coding is another phase. Like this, a life cycle consists of multiple phases. So why we need to define a phases? It serves to define the beginning and the end of the projects. If you are not defining life cycle, what will happen? You may not know where the project is going. Right? So, for example, if I have 5 phases in my project, if the first phases of the project got over, I can clearly state that I executed the 20% of my project, 20% of my project successfully, because I have defined 5 phases accepted by all the stakeholders. So the objective is where to start, where to end. You define the beginning and the end of the projects. That is the first objective of the life cycle. It helps to define the process for a specific project. After defining the phases, then what process I will follow within each phase. For example, it helps to define the process within the particular phases. Process for a particular phases. The process what you follow in a requirement analysis phase is entirely different from the process what I follow in the design phase. The process what I follow in design construction phase is entirely different from what I follow in the subsequent phases. So if I define the phases, if I define the life cycle, it helps me to define the process. That is the objective of defining the life cycle. So top management is responsible for the periodic review of the project. Again, another PFP exam questions. Who is responsible for the periodic review? So when the top management is responsible for the periodic review, they will be asking the question how much percentage is completed, how many phases got over, what are all the resources required for you to execute the project. So these are all the questions will be asked by them, and of course this helps for the project to be moved in a successful fashion, and this should be accomplished at least at a minimum at the completion of each life cycle of the phases, meaning a periodic review should happen in each life cycle phases. So at the end of the requirement analysis phase, there should be a review. At the end of design phase, there should be a review. So this periodic review ensures that we get the buy-in from the management. For example, I need 10 resources designer while you move from the requirement analysis phase to the design phase. So at the end of the phase, if we have a review, and in the review, the project manager can raise this kind of issues, stating that I need the people, I need the technical people by so and so date with a clear objective, and when we can release that particular resources, and what is the issues. Or another thing is, can I move from one phase to the another phase? For example, requirement analysis to design. A lot of people may move from requirement analysis phase to design phase even before the requirements gets over. So 50% of requirements gets over, I may move to the design phase. So these are some of the risky activity, right? So there is risky activities, action items can be taken, and we need to get the management buy-in for it. So top management is responsible for the periodic review of the project.